Hello, welcome to my first Shop My Stash featuring my new acrylic case here. I bought this, I swear, I think it was in April I bought this thing and it didn't arrive until very end of May. Very excited about this, how this looks, and it sits pretty nicely on the top of my Alex drawers. I have my brushes all tucked behind it, really easy to grab them out, which is super nice. So really good size, and I'm excited to show you guys like what I have in here, what I'm going to be taking out and putting back into my drawers, and then what I want to continue to work on or pull out for the month. So very excited. So as far as palettes go, so pan those eyeshadows for this guy, this guy, this guy, stuff that's in there, and this. But I don't want to take any spoilers, but I do want to pull something out of my like empty magnetic palette, and that is going to be, I am going to pull out the shade Tickled. This is, I'm sorry, the lighting's not the best right now. This is Colourpop Tickled. Really pretty. I just don't want to use it right now, so I'm not going to use this right now, so I am going to put this guy back. The next thing I'm going to take off of this is going to be this LA Girl Pro Coverage white mixing concealer or foundation. I was using this a little bit as an eye primer just to make some progress through it. I'm actually down to here now, and I only really use this as a eye primer, so pretty happy about the progress I've made, but I want to have a dedicated eye primer, so I am going to take this guy out. This is a project pan. Everything up here is kind of just like seasonally appropriate lipsticks. Moving on over to this one, it's predominantly skincare. I do have this Milk Blur Stick. I've made actually a decent amount of progress, I think, in this, which is pretty exciting, but I think I'm going to continue to hold on to this. Yeah, I like a pore filling primer for this time of year, just, it's hot. I am going to put my Born This Way concealer back. I have the shade Almond. I like this, but I want to use some of the new concealers that I have, so I'm going to put that guy back for the time being. I also had this HD Coverage by Catrice. I like this. This is my oldest foundation, and I'm right under that square, so I don't have too much product, but I have another foundation that I want to pull out this month to mix with the one that I'm currently panning, which is my Wet n Wild. That guy back here, I have a Wet n Wild Photofocus foundation that I'm panning currently, so I want to pull that guy out. I'm going to move to like my eye drawer, or like my accessory eye product, and then I have like a little eyeshadow there that I'm working on. And I don't think anything from here is going to go back. This is so close to being done. This is my Diamond Dust by Stila. I am so close. I have like maybe 3 applications left of that. I did end up pulling out a new brow gel because I finished my Essence one. This one's a discontinued one from bareMinerals. Super old. I really just want to use it up, but it's like super glue for my brows, which I like. I have a lot of tools in like empty pans. Like I picked the pan out of there just in case I want to like repress anything. I just have like tape for my eyeshadow, just like sharpeners, a magnet for when I want to like take shadows out of a magnetic palette. It's a little bit more difficult. Tweezers, spatulas, that's kind of what I keep in here. Then I have this drawer here, which has more project pan items. So I have a blush that I'm working on, a powder concealer, a bronzer, loose powder, a little highlight palette that I'm not going to pull out because it's just kind of like a mess right now, and a liquid highlight. But I'm not going to pull anything out, but I think I'm going to pull more items for this drawer, so I'm pretty excited about that. And then I just kind of want to let you know what's in the bottom drawer. I do have like repressing alcohol that was in this. I have some acne patches. I just bought the Beauty Bakerie sponges. I'm actually using one right now. These things are amazing. The texture is so much better than these Real Technique ones. Like, hands down, really like those. So that's kind of just an overview of what is in my current setup. I'm going to put these 3 items away, and then I'm going to pull some more products out. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm not going to reach for this. I already know. I'm just kind of doing this for a dupe video that I want to do by the end of the month. So I'm going to put these away, and then I will be right back with a different angle, and I will show you that. Okay, so I changed the angle a little bit so you guys can see what I'm talking about now. So this is my foundation, concealer, primer, and then I have like some SPFs just like tucked back here. So actually I am going to pull out a new SPF because the one that I'm using is currently pretty low. And this is an SPF 70, which I think is going to be really good for this time of year. It's July, it's like peak of summer. So I kind of want to pull this out. That's the first item I'm going to be pulling. The next item I want to pull is actually this Beauty Bakerie Insta Bake. This is a new foundation to my collection, as you would have saw it in my Trash It and Cash It. It's a little bit too dark, and that Wet n Wild is like just either like exactly my skin tone or like a smidge lighter depending on if I see any amount of sun in the summer. So I'm going to pull this guy out, and I'm really excited to use this one. And then I'm going to pull out, I think I'm going to pull both of these concealers out just because I don't know if like this one is really like a good match for me when I'm my fairest, and I think this medium one might be a little bit better for me like in this time of year. If nothing else, then I can mix them together. And these are two of my newest concealers, and I want to play around with some of my new makeup. I don't give myself like the ability to do that much in my collection, so I want to pull these guys out. I also want to pull out this CoverFx Custom Enhancer Drops in the shade Moonlight. I am so close to finishing my liquid highlight that I think I can do it. I think I can get that liquid highlight done, and then I can move on to like using this one, which is my favorite one in my collection. This shade is just so beautiful. It works so well mixed in with foundations. It works well just layered underneath your foundation. It's so beautiful. So there's that guy there. That's everything from this drawer. Okay, so this is like my like accessory face drawer. So it has highlights, bronzers, blushes, like face powders are tucked back here. And then like face palettes clearly are just kind of like strewn here. So the first thing is back here. I want to pull out this Flower Beauty. This packaging is so cute. It's so cute. I'm going to pull out this Flower Beauty Cassava setting and baking powder. I'm really excited to use this. So the one that I'm currently panning is a little bit more pink toned, so I don't like how that makes my complexion look as much. So I want to pull this one out and see if I like this more, and maybe I'll find a new holy grail. Then I think I have a couple blushes, and I'm really focused on like using them. I've pulled out the Fenty one recently, which is stunning. I'm trying to think of what highlights I'm panning. I'm panning 2 highlighters right now, so I don't know if I really want to pull anything out. I don't think I do. So I think the setting powder is the only thing out of here that I'm going to pull, and I mean, I wish I was pulling more, but it is what it is. So that is that. The next is lips down here. So lips, and then like a setting spray is there because I liked how this looked a little bit more. So I don't have any, oh, I have a lip gloss that I forgot about. So I have this lip gloss that was just been sitting on my desk. I wanted to try and see if I liked it because that other Kiss Me Liveglam one was awful. This one's fine, so I don't want to focus on this month. I think what I want to do is pull one of these. I have 2 slots open in my like my thing, so I think I might just pull both of them and then just reach for them. No, I'm going to pull this one and I'm going to pull this light one. And these are going to just hang out in my little lip area, and that's fine. I wanted a color one, and I think just a clear like opalescent one would be pretty. So I want these guys out, and I don't want to pull anything else. I have a lot of my summer colors already out. But yeah, that's the lip drawer in a nutshell. Then I have my like eye primers. My eyelashes are back here, and I'll pull them out when I need them. I don't need any on the given day. But I have eye primers here, liners, and mascaras. I think I've been seeing Andrea and then Haley's also talked about this. I will link their channels down below. They've been talking about the Ulta Beauty brow tint. They don't necessarily like it, so I'm going to pull it out and see what I think about this. I haven't even opened it. It has like the plastic on it, but I'm going to pull that guy out. Then I think I'm going to pull one of my Stilas out, and I don't know which one. I have one completely sealed because I have a duplicate of it, and that's Kitten. I think actually I'm going to pull Cloud because I've been working on purples in my Pan Those eyeshadows for what seems like forever and a day. And this is just a really pretty like purple with like gold. It's so pretty. I don't even know if you're going to really be able to see that. The lighting is garbage. So if the lighting is actual garbage, I will just include swatches of everything that I'm pulling and just like shoot them into the screen. But that guy there is so pretty and I don't want this to dry out. So there's a good window in there, so I want to pull this out and see what I can do with it. That's it from this drawer. The next is loose eyeshadows, but I don't think I'm going to pull anything out of here. I think I'm pretty happy focusing on what I have, but I do want to pull some singles, so we're going to just take a dive down here. Okay, this is my eyeshadow palettes, and I don't know exactly what I want to pull out of here, to be quite honest. I can't see the monitor now, or like the display of the camera, so I don't know if I'm like technically in focus or not. So I did just put this guy back, so I know I don't want to pull anything from here. Again, that was the Natasha Denona bronze. Then I chucked Tickled in here before I just set everything in their actual spots. So that is that guy. I have this palette out, but I like the unit carton, so I keep it. I want to pull singles, or like a single or two, and I don't know what. So this is one of my favorites. Like, these are my Dandelion Company's ones, and I don't know if I want to necessarily like pan these yet. I'm like, I don't want to, but I know I should eventually get more use out of them. I don't think this month is the month I want to reach for these. These are like, these scream autumn to me, except for this shade. I will pull this guy out. This is Greenhouse by Dandylionsco Company. This is just a very summery shade, and this is one of my favorite eyeshadow colors. I'm always drawn to this, but I don't wear it enough. And that is that guy there. This guy's so gorgeous. This is one of my favorite shades of all time. So I'm gonna pull this guy out. I think that's it from here, but maybe let's take a look. I have some 𝙊𝙐𝙊𝘿𝑐𝙊𝘐𝙊𝘐 shadows in here. I don't know. I wish you guys could help me decide what to pull. Alas, you are not here. And then I have some of my 35 M Boss Mood, which would go really well like these shade, obviously everything, because I have a shade from this in my Pan Those eyeshadows right now, but I don't think I want to pull anything from here yet. But let's pull and like look at these guys. So these just house like my James Charles palette, which I depotted because I didn't want the packaging anymore. I don't think I want to pull anything out of here. Maybe this, because I think I could actually hit pan this month if I really try. This is the shade Artistry, which doesn't, like, it requires a lot of building up, I think. I think that would go really well with the Kaleido shade I'm working on. So I'm going to pull this guy out as well. Nice and bright for summer. Lots of fun colors, right? And then in here, these are my Colourpop singles. I'm like debating, should I pull one of these out? I think I might pull, wait a minute. Actually, I'm gonna pull this guy. This is like a super dark green. I think it would go really well with the, I know it would go really well with the other Morphe shadow I'm panning because they're from the same palette. This is Green with Envy from the 35M Boss Mood. It's just like a dark khaki olive color. So I'm gonna pull that guy out. And I think that's gonna be it from here. Yeah, that is it. That is my Shop My Stash for the month. I think I'm going to start doing these a little less often. I know I was doing them every 2 weeks before. I think I'm going to start just doing them once a month. And then if I pull anything into this in the month, I will just recap what else I pulled, because I mean, like, clearly it's above my makeup. Like, this is where I store my makeup. This is where my Shop My Stash is. So it's very easy if I'm not feeling something in here, I can just go into my drawers and pick whatever I want out. So if I do that throughout the month, I will just make a mental note of this. yeah, that is really it. I really appreciate you guys watching and taking the time, and I hope your July is going to be fantastic. Bye!